Hi, in this video I'm going to show you some of the basics of Excel, and we're going to use it to do some measures of central tendency. So here we have a list of 100 data points, and we're going to call them the percentages on some test scores. So let's first move everything down one cell and give it a title. So let's click on A1, go to Insert Rows, and it'll move it down one. If I had highlighted a couple of them, insert rows, it would have moved it down that many. Let's just move it down one though. So insert rows, and we'll type in test scores. Okay, so now let's find the average. So let's type in mean here. I'll show you how to do it kind of the long way, and then we'll do it the short way. So let's go equals sum, and we're going to add this whole list up. So just click and hold, and you'll start dragging it down so it'll add up all the numbers that I've highlighted. I don't want to go all the way down to 101, so I'm just going to type it in here. So it says A25, that's as far as I've gone down. Just delete the 25 and type in 101. That'll be the sum, and then what I can do is divide it by 100 data points, and it'll give us our mean. You can go over here. Actually, let's do it that's the long way. Let's do it the short way now. Let's delete that. We'll type in equals average A1, colon A101. Oops. What did I do wrong? Probably spelled it wrong. Average. There you go. 52.4. Okay, median. Same thing. We can go over and type in median. A2, colon 101. And mode. We can type in equals mode A2, colon A101. Okay, so there's our mean, median, mode. Now let's do a series of grouped data into a frequency chart. Not a chart, we'll group some data instead of doing the whole thing. Let's just see what would happen if it was grouped. So we'll group them from all the way from 0 to 10. Let's actually start by sorting it. So just click A. We'll go up to Data, Sort, and go smallest to largest. Push OK. Alright, so now we can also get rid of the decimal point, so we don't have things that are so close to some of the numbers. And just for the sake of practice, let's go to Format, Cells, and go to Number. All the different options for your cells, numeric. So then just go down here, we get a 0, push OK, and it's rounded them all to the nearest integer. Alright, so we could go ahead and count all the ones from 0 to 10. Let's try it a little bit differently to show you some more functionality of Excel. Let's type in count if parentheses, just click A to A, comma, and then your quote less than 11, quote and parentheses. It'll count all of the numbers that are between 0 and 10. So that's 14 numbers. Let's just go and count. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 numbers that are less than 11. So let's do it again. Count if parentheses A parentheses. I'm actually just going to highlight this so I can use it faster next time. And then less than, let's highlight this much, less than 21, end that off, equals, let's do it again, less than 31. 41. 51. 61. 71. 81. Almost done. 91. And 101. Which is all 100 of them. Okay. So unfortunately Excel doesn't have a function to go between two numbers, count up how many there are, so we have to do it kind of a long way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to start making my table. So I'm going to go values between 0 and 10 and just push enter. It says 0 to 10. Now I'm going to go 11 to 20. And you can see here it automatically puts in November, 20th of November. That's a problem. No matter what you type in, 11 to 20, it will go ahead and do that. So what we can do, let's just delete that. Type in an apostrophe, and then type in the exact same thing, 11 to 20. And I did not know this, but until very recently. But this is the best thing to know about Excel, because that problem will come up lots of times. But if you push enter, it doesn't even show the apostrophe, but it types in exactly what you typed in. So it doesn't have any of those auto fill-in things. So let's do the same thing. 21 to 30. 41 to 40. 41 to 50. I don't have to do the calling works, these wouldn't be dates. 50. 51 to 60. 61 to 70. 71 to 80. 81 to 90. And 91 to 100. Okay, so how many are there from 0 to 10? That's 14. And actually we can just type in, so let's go between 11 and 21. Let's type in 22 minus 14. If you wanted to actually compute it, type in an equals in front. 22 minus 14 is 8. Equals 32 minus 22 equals 10. 37 minus 32 equals 46 minus 37 equals 61 minus 46, and 67 minus 61. Put the equals in front. 74 minus 67 is 7. 86 minus 74 is 10. And the last one, 100 minus 86 is 14. So let's just type in equals sum, make sure we got it all. This one all the way to that one equals 98 numbers. Where did we make a mistake? This is 12 here, and 14, so now let's do it again. We get this all the way to there, and there we go, 100. Okay, so now what we're going to do is let's move these. So let's practice our move. Let's cut them out and move them over. So I went, highlighted them, Command X, cuts, and then we can just type them over here, paste. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll type in equals average. So what I need is a midpoint from all of these. Should be pretty easy to find. Actually, I'll show you one more thing. Let's not do the average. We could do the average. We know that this one is 5.5 and this one is 15.5. Now as soon as I have two of them, if I grab one of them and grab this little X or that little box, it'll just fill it with 15.5. But if I grab two of them, it will find the relationship between the two, how they're increasing. Now grab the box and you can see that it knows what to do. Okay, and then let's actually do the mean now. So let's do so we have the mid-class of the interval. Let's go over here and go equals this one times this one divided by equals sum. No, sorry, this one times this one. Go like that. Drag it down. It will do all of them. See? That one's now G8 times H8. This one is G9 times H9. And then we can go equals sum, parentheses, grab them all, and then divide 100. You can see now that says 51.6, which is different but pretty close to the 52.4. So let's go and highlight some of these and maybe we can make them stand out a little bit more. Let's make the boxes gray and bold, and let's grab this one, gray and bold, and let's put some boxes around it. So highlight all of them, go up to Format, Cells, and Border, and you can click on some borders. And we could do the same here, Format, Cells. I want it around. That's the only option, is the around one. And there you go. So now that's our information. Hopefully this helped do a couple things for you with Excel.